So in most presentations, this is how the attention of the audience goes. And it drops down very deeply with some presentations. Do you struggle to keep the attention of the audience? Then we need to learn from Netflix. Because what do they do at the end of each episode? They include a cliffhanger. And the cliffhanger makes you want to watch the next episode. You're curious what is coming. So in your next presentation, use a verbal cliffhanger. A verbal cliffhanger is a sentence that suggests what the next sentence will be about. Let me give you an example. That was the example. Do you see how this works? There are two types of cliffhangers, verbal cliffhangers. The first one is the questioning cliffhanger. Now, what is the real problem here? Now the audience starts to wonder, yes, what is the real problem? Tell me. Question marks are shaped like hooks. Have you ever noticed? And that's what they will do. They hook your audience. So the second type of verbal cliffhanger is the announcing cliffhanger. Let me give you an example. Another example. There are two things that are really important here. To take it one step further, you can even say, there are two things that are very important here. But before I tell you, there's one other thing I need to share. So you kind of pause that, you create a curiosity gap, you make people curious what the two things are, and then go on a different line. What is important is that you don't wait too long until you come back to your earlier point about the two things. Otherwise, people get frustrated. But by creating these curiosity gaps, these gaps of knowledge, things you know but the audience doesn't, that's what makes the presentation so much more compelling and keeps the interest of your audience. One of the reasons is that cliffhangers, verbal or regular cliffhangers, create more dopamine in the body of whoever is watching or listening. And that's the reason why they're so effective. So try them out. Of course, you don't want to overdo it, but include these a few times during your presentation, and definitely they will make a difference in the extent to which your audience will be hooked, will be listening, and will be captivated during your data presentation.